Okay, good news everybody. The T virus did not take hold. I'm still alive. Whoa, feeling quite good actually. So, the plan is to attempt a remote edit of our next Adventure Archives episode. So me and Andrew are gonna work from Google Drive, but this way we don't have to travel to and from. I don't know if this is gonna work because a lot of times the energy of being in the same room helps motivate us and we can bounce ideas off of each other, so we shall see. It's going to be an experiment. And if it doesn't work, I'll just go over there. Almost missed that trash day. So I'm curious, have you guys noticed how incredibly clean the house is these days? I want to take this moment to illustrate a point. So I think you guys know that I've been struggling with this retainer the past few days. And I think I'm just gonna have to give it up because it hurts too much. But the thing is, I used to wear it all the time. I was in the habit of it. It was easy. Like when something is a habit, you do it automatically. You don't even have to think about it. And I got out of the habit for a very good reason that makes a lot of sense. But this kitchen, for instance, let me show you. You see all this stuff out here? This is habit. The habit now is to use something and then to just leave it there. It's like, okay, well I'm done. I've eaten, it's time to go. Coffee ground's still in there, who cares? So the reason this place is clean in the first place is because my brother and his family visited the other day. So my mom wanted the house to actually be clean enough for guests to come over. When you have these like transformative moments where you can really make a difference and you're like, okay, I'm finally gonna buckle down and I'm gonna make a change. That's like a New Year's resolution, okay? But the hard part is the everyday after that, when this stuff starts seeping in. When this knife that you use to cut an avocado is just sitting there. Have you guys heard of the broken window phenomenon? If you see a broken window on a building, you're gonna be less inclined to treat that building with any respect. In fact, you'll probably pick up a rock and be like, well, I'll just break a window too. Why not? It'll be fun. So every towel that is out of place, and every knife or peeler that is not washed, and every plate that is not put away, it slowly erodes your ability to form a new habit, because that's the old habit creeping in, and you have to fight against it to make it a new habit. So like this retainer, for instance, I could wear it every day, and I could deal with the pain and the suffering for a week until I got it into another habit, but man, I don't know if it's worth it. But for something like a clean kitchen and a clean house, man, maybe it's worth it to just, you gotta fight every day to form that new habit until it's actually habit. And I think that's the thing nobody ever teaches anybody about change, is it takes time and it takes work. Even like meditation books, like when they talk about enlightenment, they say, oh, well, you could achieve enlightenment in like 5 minutes, or it could take like 75 years, it depends on you. But any real change takes introspection and work. Oftentimes it'll begin with a transformative moment. That transformative moment came for the kitchen when my brother and his family came over, and that was like the spark needed to finally get it clean. But to make a lasting change, and this is what nobody ever tells you, is that every day after that transformative moment is work until you actually make it a habit and a real change. And you know, it's so easy to fall out of the habit, and it's so easy to give up on the change, because as soon as you get around people, or as soon as you get into situations where your old habit could just come out easily, and that happens when you're tired, when you're hungry, when you're sick, that is the dangerous moment, because you will backslide, especially around people who know you the old way and like you're trying to make an actual change in your personality, in your life, change for good. Those people will say, why are you acting different? People will question your authenticity about it. There was a kid in high school, his name was Steve Hoyt. I just kind of vaguely knew him. So in freshman year, he used to be the shyest, quietest kid. We talked to him about pirating video games all the time. I remember, this is funny actually, that was in the 56K modem days, and he would spend like 24 hours downloading a game and burning it to CD-ROM, and we would pay him for the burned copies. I'm not a pirate anymore, don't worry. So I had him in homeroom class in freshman year. Then in senior year, I had him in one class again. This dude was the most gregarious, outgoing person with just like the biggest personality. I wish I had talked to him about it, but I'm really curious what transformation occurred from freshman year to senior year that got him to that point. Because honestly, at that time, I could have used that. I mean, like, share your secrets, brother. Honestly though, what is my point? Do I have a point to this? I think my point is that for real change, it takes work and consistency. You know, actually, come to think of it, The Simpsons already talked about this.
The lesson here is that self-improvement is better left to people who live in big cities.
No, self-improvement can be achieved, but not with a quick fix. It's a long, arduous journey of personal and spiritual discovery.
That's what I've been saying.
All of life's answers is contained in The Simpsons. That really is my favorite show. So, are you wondering what I'm trying to change? Oh, also, I still haven't talked about my cyborg unit yet. I'll talk about that eventually. You guys know one of the things I'm trying to change. I'm trying to not use my phone after 10 p.m. That's going okay. And there's some other stuff too, but for right now, we gotta go on a mission. Hopefully my car will work for this mission. Man, it's windy. Okay, there's a chance that this will work, but it doesn't look like it will. Let's go see if we can make it work though. Let's try. So I don't know, I mean, it might just be me, but I feel like that's kind of the way you need to treat your life in general, is don't worry about the big picture, worry about every little interaction. So like if you're trying to be a better person, don't worry about what you need to do. Just make sure every interaction you have is good. I think I've talked about this like a million times before. And I'd like to remind everybody that when I talk about stuff like this, it's to remind myself more than it is to preach to anybody. Not ideal, but we'll get the job done. This is the PVC pipe Blue Man Instruments. But me and Nathan, who started the YouTube channel with me the other day, and you guys have seen it on the vlog before, we made this in high school. I gotta remember which notes are which, and then we gotta play this. I don't think these notes are in the right spot anymore. I also salvaged these big speakers. Let's see how they sound. Yeah, one of my old students gave these to me. All right, so I've got these two ceiling speakers wired into the receiver, and I've got these two bad boys down here wired into the same ports like so. And I know this is something you can physically do. I don't know if it's something you're supposed to do. So maybe somebody who is more knowledgeable on speakers, you can give me some information in the comments. Sounds pretty good. Actually, this speaker doesn't even work. The bass works. Oh well, all these speakers are like broken, so I don't care if any of them break. I am worried about damaging the receiver though. So if this could in any way damage this receiver, which is in great condition, let me know. Okay, once again, running a little late. I need to get dressed and to go shower first. Time to teach class. I'm early today. Thank you everybody for watching today's vlog. I'm going to bed now. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh God, don't take pictures of me now. Please don't lift the block.
I'll blur your face out.